Dear students, today we will start the topic monotonic sequences. A sequence an is said to be monotonically increasing if an plus 1 is greater than equal to an for all n belongs to capital N. Means every term is greater than that of previous one or maybe equal. Then sequence is said to be monotonically increasing. Second definition, a sequence an is said to be monotonically decreasing if an plus 1 is less than equal to an for all n belongs to capital N. A sequence an is said to be strictly monotonically increasing if an plus 1 is greater than an for all n belongs to n. That is, the condition of equality does not hold here. A sequence an is said to be strictly monotonically decreasing if an plus 1 is less than an for all n belongs to n. A sequence an is said to be monotonic if it is any one of the type from 1 to 4th. Making illustration, that is, the sequence 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 is a monotonically increasing sequence. The sequence n square 2 raised to power n are strictly monotonically increasing. Next one, the sequence 1 1 1 by 2 1 by 2 1 by 3 1 by 3 1 by 4 1 by 4 is a monotonically decreasing sequence. A sequence 1 by n 1 by n square 1 by 2n are strictly monotonically decreasing sequence. The sequence minus 1 raised to power n minus 1 raised to power n by 1 by n are neither increasing nor decreasing sequence. Now, next result, that is monotone convergence theorem. First, prove that a monotonically increasing sequence an which is bounded above converges to its least upper bound. Second one, prove that a monotonically decreasing sequence an which is bounded below converges to the greatest lower bound. Making the proof for the first one, that is, let S containing terms a1, a2, a3, an, so on. Since an is a bounded above, therefore S is a non-empty bounded above subset of set of real number. Therefore, by completeness property of reals, the set has least upper bound. If u is equal to least upper bound of set S, then to show that an converges to u, that is, we have to prove our sequence an converges to u. Let epsilon greater than 0 be any given number. As u is least upper bound of set S, therefore u minus epsilon is not an upper bound of set S. Therefore, u minus epsilon becomes less than am for some m belongs to n. Since the sequence an is monotonically increasing sequence, therefore am is less than equal to an for all n greater than equal to m. And this implies u minus epsilon is less than an for all n greater than equal to m, marking this to be number 1. Since u is an upper bound of set S, therefore u plus epsilon is also upper bound of set S. Therefore, an will be less than u plus epsilon for all n, and marking this to be number 2. Now from first and second, we can say that an is between u minus epsilon to u plus epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. This implies an minus u mod value will be less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. And this is the definition for convergence. Hence, sequence an converges to u. Similarly, the second result, try this result. Every bounded monotonic sequence is convergent. Making remark, every bounded monotonic sequence is convergent. Now the next result, every monotonically increasing sequence unbounded above diverges to infinity. Every monotonically decreasing sequence unbounded below diverges to minus infinity. Taking result, proof is, let A and be a monotonically increasing sequence not bounded above. And now here using definition for not bounded. Therefore, for a given positive number k, however large, there exists a positive integer m such that every term am becomes greater than k. But an is greater than equal to am for all n greater than equal to m because sequence is monotonically increasing. Therefore, an will also be greater than k for all n greater than equal to m, and this is the definition for divergence. This implies a n diverges to plus infinity. Similarly, the proof is of a second part. Remark is, a monotonic sequence is either convergent or divergent, or a monotonic sequence is never oscillatory. Now, the next result is for nested sequence. A sequence of intervals in is said to be nested if either I1 is subset of I2, I2 is subset of I3, and I3 is subset of so on. Or we can say I1 is superset of I2, I2 is superset of I3, I3 is superset of so on. Now, next result is nested interval property, or it is also called Cantor intersection theorem. If In is equal to closed interval an to bn is a sequence of closed intervals such that in plus 1 is subset of in for all n belongs to n. Second, limit value of length of in when n tends to infinity is 0, then intersection of n is 1 to infinity will be singleton. For the proof, since in plus 1 is subset of in for all n belongs to n, therefore an plus 1 to bn plus 1 is subset of an bn for all n belongs to n. This implies that a1 is less than equal to a2, a2 is less than equal to a3 is less than equal to so on an, and this is less than so on less than by b1, and b1 is greater than equal to b2, b2 is greater than b3, and so on, all are greater than bn, and bn is greater than by a1, like that. Ki an bn is between a1 and b1. Thus, the sequence an is monotonically increasing and bounded above by b1, and sequence bn is monotonically decreasing and bounded below by a1. Since an and bn convergent sequences, let limiting value of an when n tends to infinity is equal to a, and limiting value of bn when n tends to infinity is equal to b. Now it is given that limiting value of length of in when n tends to infinity equal to 0. Therefore, limit of bn minus an when n tends to infinity will be equal to 0. Therefore, applying the limit, we have b minus a equal to 0, and this implies b is equal to a. Since a is the least upper bound of sequence an and as well as greatest lower bound of sequence bn. Therefore, a will be between an and bn for all n belongs to. This implies a belongs to in for all n belongs to n. And now making the uniqueness, suppose a and a dash are two distinct real numbers such that a is less than a dash and a dash both belongs to in for all n belongs to n. Therefore, an is less than equal to a is less than by a dash, and a dash is less than equal to bn for all n. Therefore, bn minus an mode value will be greater than a dash minus a mod value for all n, marking this as number 1. Since limiting value of bn minus an when n tends to infinity equal to 0, therefore using here definition for limit exists for a given epsilon greater than 0, there exists some m belongs to n such that bn minus an minus 0 mod value is less than epsilon for all n greater than equal to m. Taking epsilon is equal to a dash minus a mod value, we have bn minus an mod value is less than a dash minus a mod value for all n greater than equal to m, which is a contradiction to 1. 1 is our bn minus an mod value is greater than by a dash minus a for all n, but here this shows that bn minus an is less than a dash minus a, therefore there is contradiction to 1, hence our supposition is wrong. Therefore a is only such number a belongs to in for all n belongs to n, hence intersection of in n is from 1 to infinity is equal to singleton a, which is singleton set. Now making remarks, if length of in tends to 0, then the intersection of a nested sequence of closed intervals may contain more than one point. For example, let in equal to minus 3 minus 1 by n to 3 plus 1 by n, then intersection of in is minus 3 to 3. We cannot drop the condition of closedness of intervals in the above theorem. Thus, if in is a decreasing sequence of open intervals such that their length tends to 0, then their intersection may not be a singleton. For example, let in equal to 0 to 1 by n for all n belongs to n. In is a decreasing sequence of open intervals and length of in is 0, but intersection of in is empty. Since if x is less than equal to 0, then x does not belongs to in for any n, and if x is greater than 0, then by Archimedean property of real number there exists a positive integer m such that m is greater than 1 by x, and this implies 1 by m is less than x. This implies x does not belongs to 0 to 1 by m, and this implies x does not belong to im. This implies x does not belong to intersection of in and is from 1 to infinity. Now taking some solved examples, prove that the sequence whose nth terms are given below are monotonic, which is the following are increasing or decreasing. Taking first, if an is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 raised to power 3 plus so on 1 by 2 raised to power n, and taking n plus 1th term as increasing one extra term, and if making a difference of n plus 1th term minus nth term is becomes 1 by 2 raised to power n plus 1, and which is greater than 0 for all n. Therefore an plus 1 is greater than by an for all n, hence sequence an is monotonically increasing. Similarly for the second part, if an is 3n plus 7 by 4n plus 8, we are able to write down this as an plus 1 becomes 3n plus 10 by 4 into n plus 3. Making difference and solving, what we have minus 1 by 4 into n plus 3 into n plus 2, which is less than 0. Therefore an plus 1 is less than an for all n, hence sequence an is monotonically decreasing. Taking third problem, a1 is given as 1, an is given as square root of 2 plus an minus 1 for all n greater than equal to 2. Putting 2 n equal to 2 3 so on, we get a2 is square root 2 plus a1, this is square root 3, which is greater than by a1. To prove that an plus 1 is greater than an for all n, suppose that the result is true for n is equal to m minus 1. Therefore am is greater than am minus 1. Adding 2 we get am plus 2 greater than am minus 1 plus 2, making square root inequality holds, or this implies am plus 1 is greater than by am, and therefore by the principle of mathematical induction an plus 1 is greater than an for all n, hence an is monotonically increasing sequence. Now discuss the convergence of sequence an, where an is given by 2n minus 7 by 3n plus 2, or second part an is given by 1 plus 1 by 3, 1 by 3 square plus so on 1 by 3 raised to power n. As for the solution, an is given as 2n minus 7 by 3n plus 2. An plus 1 becomes, putting in place of n as n plus 1, we have 2n minus 5 by 3n plus 5. Therefore, making difference an plus 1 minus an, taking LCM and then solve, we have 25 by 3n plus 5 into 3n plus 2, and which is containing positive terms, therefore total value is greater than 0, and hence we can say an plus 1 is greater than an for all n, hence an is a monotonically increasing sequence. Also an is equal to minus 1 minus 3 by 8 minus 1 by 11 1 by 14 3 by 17. Clearly an is greater than equal to minus 1 for all n. An minus 1, solving this we have negative value for all n, that is therefore an is less than 1 for all n. Thus we have an is such a sequence which is lying between minus 1 and 1 for all n, and hence sequence an is a bounded sequence. Since an is monotonically increasing and bounded above, hence therefore an is a convergent sequence, and finding the limiting value as equal to 2 by 3. Now for the second part, as an is given as 1 1 by 3 1 by 3 square 1 by 3 raised to power n, finding an plus 1, increasing one term extra, making difference giving positive value, therefore this is greater than 0, therefore we can say an plus 1 is greater than an for all n, hence an is a monotonically increasing sequence. Now nth term is given as this one, and this is a GP series, and therefore its sum is equal to first term into 1 minus common ratio raised to power n divided by 1 minus r, where a is 1, r is equal to 1 by 3. Solving this we have value as this, and which is less than 3 by 2, hence this implies an is a bounded above by 3 by 2. Thus an is a monotonically increasing and bounded above, therefore an is a convergent sequence, and therefore finding the limit an is this one, limiting value will be equal to 3 by 2, hence this implies an converges to 3 by 2. Next problem, prove that limit when n tends to infinity of 1 plus 1 by n raised to power n exists and lies between 2 and 3. Let an is given as 1 plus 1 by n raised to power n. Expanding by binomial theorem, we have expansion as this one an, and marking this as number 1. Now taking only positive terms, neglecting negative terms, we are able to say an will be less than, by first term 1, second term 1, in third term 1 by 2 factorial, 1 by 3 factorial, 1 by n factorial. And now this is a geometrical progression, and sum of n terms is becomes equal to, by using this formula here, 1 plus 1 into 1 minus 1 by 2 raised to power n by 1 minus 1 by 2, and we are able to say this is less than by 3 for all n belongs to n. Therefore an is less than 3 for all n belongs to n, marking this as number 2. From first we have an is this one, and we can say that therefore the minimum value of this expression will be greater than by 2 for all n belongs to n. From second and third we can say that an is lying between 2 and 3, and now an is this expansion, marking this as number 4. An plus 1 increasing one term, marking 5. We know that n is less than n plus 1 for all n belongs to n, and their reciprocal inequality change 1 by n is greater than by 1 by n plus 1. If we multiply both sides by k, inequality holds, and making negative, then inequality change 1 minus k by n is less than 1 minus k by n plus 1 for all n belongs to n. Now using this result in fourth and fifth, we can say an is less than an plus 1 for all n belongs to n. This implies an is a monotonically increasing sequence. Thus we have an is monotonically increasing and bounded above sequence. Hence an is convergent and lying between 2 and 3. Now making note, the limit of the sequence 1 plus 1 by n raised to power n is called Euler's number. It is denoted by E. The exact value of E cannot be obtained as it is an irrational number. The approximate value of E is 2.71828182845904, so on. Now the next problem. Now example fourth, prove that sequence an defined by a1 equal to 1 and an is equal to square root of 2 plus an minus 1 converges to the positive root of the equation x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Here a1 is given as 1, an is given as square root 2 plus an minus 1. Therefore a2 is equal to square root 2 plus a1 square root 2 plus 1, that is square root 3, which is greater than by a1. To prove that an plus 1 is greater than by an for all n, suppose that am is greater than am minus 1. Therefore adding same quantity 2 on both sides, value will be same, and making square root on both sides, we have am plus 1 is greater than by am. Therefore by the principle of mathematical induction, an plus 1 is greater than by an for all n. Hence this implies an is a monotonically increasing sequence. Now a1 is equal to 1, which is less than by 2. Suppose that am is less than by 2. This implies 2 plus am is less than by 4, adding 2 on both sides, and making square root 2 plus am is less than by 2, and this implies am plus 1 is greater than less than by 2. Thus we have am plus 1 is less than by 2 whenever am is less than by 2. Therefore by principle of mathematical induction, an is less than by 2 for all n. Therefore an is a bounded above sequence, but every monotonically increasing sequence which is bounded above is convergent. Therefore an is a convergent sequence. Suppose limiting value of an is equal to alpha. An is greater than 0 for all n belongs to n. This implies alpha is also greater than 0, as an plus 1 is equal to square root 2 plus an. Therefore squaring both sides, an plus 1 square is equal to 2 plus an, and taking limit on both sides, we have applying limit here, alpha square is equal to 2 plus alpha, alpha square minus alpha minus 2 equal to 0. Alpha is a root of the equation x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Hence the sequence an converges to positive root of this equation x square minus x minus 2 equal to 0. Now the next problem, if a1 is greater than if a1 is greater than 0, b1 is greater than 0 and a1 is greater than by b1, and for all n greater than 1, an plus 1 is given by 1 by 2 into an plus bn, and bn plus 1 is equal to square root of an into bn. Then prove that an and bn are monotonic sequences and converging to the same limit. Solution, we know that for any two positive real number an and bn, arithmetic mean of an and bn is greater than equal to geometric mean of an and bn. Therefore an plus 1 an plus bn by 2 is greater than equal to square root of an into bn. Therefore an plus 1 is greater than equal to bn plus 1, marking this as number 1. Now an plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2 an plus bn, which is less than equal to 1 by 2 an plus an, which is equal to an. Therefore an plus 1 is less than equal to an for all n belongs to n. Implies an is monotonically decreasing sequence. This implies an is less than equal to a1 for all n greater than equal to 1. Implies bn is less than equal to an is less than equal to a1, since bn is less than equal to an. This implies bn is less than equal to a1, marking this as number 2. Also bn plus 1 is equal to square root of an into bn is greater than equal to square root of bn into bn equal to bn. This implies bn plus 1 is greater than equal to bn for all n belongs to n. Sequence bn is monotonically increasing sequence. This implies bn is greater than equal to b1 for all n greater than equal to 1. This implies an is greater than equal to bn is greater than equal to b1 for all n greater than equal to 1. This implies an is greater than equal to b1 for all n is greater than equal to 1, marking this as number 3. Thus we have an is monotonically decreasing and bounded below by a1. Therefore an is convergent. Also bn is monotonically increasing and bounded above by a1. Therefore bn is convergent. Now we have to show both the limits are same. Let limiting value of an is equal to a and limiting value of bn is equal to b. Now an plus 1 is equal to 1 by 2 an plus bn given. Therefore taking limit on both sides, limit n tends to infinity, an plus 1 is equal to limit 1 by 2 limit of an when n tends to infinity plus limit of bn when n tends to infinity. Applying the limit, we have a is equal to 1 by 2 a plus b, that is 2a is equal to a plus b. And now this implies a is equal to b, that both limit equal. Dear students, try all the problems of exercise 2.3. If you have any problem, then discuss with me. Thank you.